Hey everybody, so we got another mobile job here. This time we're working on a Bentley Bentayga with the W12. That's a Volkswagen derived engine, in case you didn't know. So first thing we did is get it set up. So you go into your menu in the center display, put it in service mode for jacking the vehicle up so it doesn't damage the airbags. Next, we got the hood open, take the oil cap off. We're going to go ahead and pull this side trim out and just set it up here. Now, if I remember correctly, and I might be wrong, that some of these have what remains a dipstick tube that you can use an extraction unit to pull the oil out. I don't know if this one does, but I remember some of the W12s did. If it has one, I want to use it. We're also going to be doing brakes on this. So from what I can see, there's not one that's easily accessible, so I'll just go ahead and go about draining it the old way. It might still have one here in the middle, but for now, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now, I've worked on quite a few of these, and they're not hard to work on. Some of the stuff can be a bit of a pain, but not always. And it does have a dipstick tube right here under this. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up this upper cover and access the tube, because I don't want to have to drain oil into a bucket when I can just use an extractor and pull it. Now some of these you got to pull your 4 screws to take these off so you can access what's under. What I'm going to do is take off this front section because the dipstick tube is right there. Now, this piece that I'm just taking the screws out of is not really going to take anything off. It's just going to kind of get something out of my way to be able to slide the grill out, to be able to lift this piece here off. And get this out of the way, because you got to pull this, and then there are 2 little flathead clips right here. So we slide this out enough to be able to take these off. And then once we get this piece off, then we'll grab some fender covers and cover up the body panels that will be leaning over. So there's this quarter turn, and they pop up, and we can remove this and set it off to the side. So now, if we look right here, that piece is the dipstick tube. And sometimes they can be a bit of a pain to remove, but you can see it's just got two O-rings to hold it on. So be careful of that. It is black plastic, therefore it can get lost in the mix really easy. Now this does have an oil filter on the bottom, so we will still have to go under the car to get to that. But we don't have to drain it from underneath. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. We'll grab my extractor and get the oil coming out of the car. Now, I got this extractor from Amazon, like a lot of my things. It's just a really good place to find stuff that you can use as a mobile mechanic. So this is the extractor, and as you see, it has the hand pump here, plus it has an air connection that you can hook up to it. And just with a few pumps, you can see it's already starting to pull. So while that's happening, we're going to go ahead and raise the car up on some jacks, put jack stands under it, get the wheels off, and get ready to do the brakes. It's always best to have these kind of at operating temperature when you're doing the extractor, because hot oil flows better than cold oil does. Now, we're pulling a lot of oil out. We just got to make sure we get it all. So it's good to know how much oil the car has. That way, whenever you're looking at your extraction unit, you know if you pulled the right amount out. Now, so far, I'm only at about 6.5 liters, which I know is not enough. Now, we'll go ahead and raise the car up. I'm trying to wipe the wheels down because they're very dirty. And I'm getting ready to remove them. All right, we got a good wipe down on those wheels. And right now, we're up to about 8 liters of oil coming out of this car. And it's still pulling more oil. So now, we're going to move over here, and it's hard to see from there, but there are 2 clips, or 2 slots in these. So you pull the centers so you can get to the middle of the wheel, and you see there are Torx screws there. And those T25s. So once you pull those out, then we can remove that part. So then we can see we got a wheel lock. Now this is a standard Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche wheel lock. Most Touaregs, Q7s, and Cayennes all use this same style lock. Now, for a little game I like to play every time I have to deal with one of these, is to look at this and to look at my kit and see if I can grab the right one first. Now, if you look at the kit, you can see some of them are larger and some of them are smaller. That's clearly a smaller size. I'm gonna guess this one, and I would be wrong. But third guess. So anyway, now we'll go ahead and raise the vehicle up off the ground to where I can put a jack stand under it, take the lug nuts off, or wheel bolts, and get the brakes going. While we're doing that, we'll also be replacing an oil filter. All right, so we're going to stop for right now and we'll come back in a minute.